These projects get started all the time. And I would view each of these projects as a mini economy and really try to think, what is the economic value of what's happening under the hood? So simple example, Helium is an interesting project that's trying to build a completely decentralized, 5G infrastructure, right? Render is a really interesting project that's trying to build a completely decentralized, graphical processing infrastructure, right? GPUs essentially. In both of those things, you can quantifiably, economically measure what the value is that people get, right? In the case of Render, you're basically displacing an AWS instance. And so that has a price and a value. And so, for Render to be valuable, there's an economic value that it replaces. If you're joining a hotspot, that has an economic value where you necessarily have to pay, to get internet connectivity. If you all of a sudden are on the Helium network, that displaces a measurable economic quantum. Understanding that is probably, and taking the absolute value of that is the best way of really understanding which projects have potential. So if you take those two ideas and marry them together, where is their developer interest and where is their measurable economic activity? At the intersection of those, I think are the really compelling projects that can win.
Well, and the thing that complicates all of this is that the developers are not just picking based on which language or technology or stack they think has the most potential. They also have acquired economic stakes in it. So a developer who might be objective and say, hey, this new platform is better than Ethereum, might be sitting on millions of dollars in Ethereum. And they're like, I want to keep my bet going here. And I'm going to keep talking my book.
Possibly, but I do think that developers in general will choose the platform that's easiest and cheapest and fastest for them to develop on.
Which would mean the list on CoinMarketCap of market cap ones that has been static for a decade of crypto almost, or largely the top 10 doesn't change that much. It's XRP, it's Stellar, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tether. That could be up for grabs. That whole thing could change now that people are actually building projects and the projects are getting compared